So now we'll learn how to measure pH and how to calibrate your pH meter. So this is your pH meter. This will help us to check the pH of any given liquid, and it will help us identify the acidity or alkalinity of any liquid. Now by any liquid I mean a nutrient solution. It can be a coke water, it can be RO water, it can be a tap water, or any given liquid you can measure the pH. So this is how it looks like. This is the electrode. This will check the pH for you. So you need to clean it regularly. This is the meter reading. This is the screwdriver. You calibrate it from here. So now we'll check the pH of three common liquids. So the first is your RO water, second is your coke, and third is your tap water. So let's check the pH of all three solutions. This is your regular RO water, this is your coke, and this is your tap water. So let's first check the pH of your RO water. So you need to wait for 30 to 60 seconds so that the meter stabilizes and you get an accurate reading of your solution or of your liquid. So now we'll wait for 30 seconds and we'll see where the meter stabilizes. So now as you can see, the reading of this solution has stabilized at 3.8. So now we'll check pH of coke. We'll let it stabilize for 30 to 60 seconds. So after 60 seconds, you can see that the pH meter has stabilized to a reading of 0.1. So one important note here is whenever you check the pH of any kind of liquid, you need to ensure that you are cleaning it with distilled water so that there are no remains on the electrode, and you need to clean it thoroughly and properly and then dry it with a tissue paper. So this is a very important thing. If you don't do this, then you will have to recalibrate your pH meter regularly and more frequently, because then the particles will remain on your electrode. So it's very important that you clean your pH meter every time you measure it. So now we'll measure the pH of your regular tap water. So as you can see that the pH meter has stabilized and you are getting a reading of 4.6. So we'll clean this, as I said earlier, with distilled water and dry it with a tissue paper. Now it is very important to note that you might not be sure that if the pH reading that you are getting is accurate or not. So now we'll calibrate your pH meter and we'll learn how to calibrate it. So we'll calibrate with the help of your buffer solutions. You have two kind of buffer solutions. The first, as you can see, it should show a pH reading of 4.01, and second, it should show a pH reading of 6.8. And based on these two liquids, it will help us calibrate our pH meter. So as you can see, this particular solution is giving a reading of 6. So we'll wait for 60 seconds. We'll let the pH meter stabilize and then we'll calibrate this particular solution, this particular pH meter according to the solution. So as you can see, the reading has stopped at 5.9. So we'll have to bring it down the reading to 4. So we'll do it with the help of the screwdriver. You'll have to put the screwdriver over here and adjust left and right based on the reading that you need. So you'll have to adjust the screwdriver. You'll put it inside the meter and you'll adjust it as per the liquid. As you can see, we have stopped it at 4. So this should give you a reading of 4. Ideally it should be 4.01, but since the meter gives a reading of 2 digit, we have stopped it at 4.0. A 0.1 here and there is not a problem. So this particular meter is reading right for this particular solution. So now we'll calibrate the same way for the other solution, and then we'll check again for these two solutions, and later we'll check for all the three liquids. So now we will check the reading of this buffer solution. It should give a reading of 6.8. We'll wait for 60 seconds for the meter to stabilize, and then we'll see the final reading. So after 60 seconds, you can see that the meter has stabilized at 7.9. However, we'll need to get it down to 6.8. So we'll do it with the help of the screwdriver. Okay, so this has stabilized. Now you can see that it is giving a reading of 6.8. So now what we'll do is we'll wash this. We'll wash the pH meter again, and then we'll check the reading of both the solutions again. So this should give you a reading of 6.8 again, and this should give you a reading of 4. Once it gives a correct reading, your pH meter has been calibrated. So I have repeated this multiple times. It is very important to clean your meter, be it your pH meter or TDS meter. And now we'll check the pH again for these two solutions. So as you can see, it is giving a reading of 4.0. We'll wait for 60 seconds. So you can see that it is giving a correct reading of 4.0. Now we'll check for the other solution. So right now it's giving a reading of 6.8. We'll wait for 60 seconds and we'll check the reading. So after 60 seconds, you can see it is giving a stable reading of 6.8. So that means your pH meter has been successfully calibrated. An important thing, whenever you are checking the pH of any liquid, you need to ensure that your pH meter is immersed in the liquid below this particular line. It has to be below this. Do not keep it above this, or it will damage your pH meter. So we'll share the link below from where you can buy this. We'll share the best types that are available online. A few links from Amazon. You can go ahead and buy this, and this will work just fine for your nutrient solution. So now that we have calibrated our pH meter, we'll check pH meter of all three liquids that we had checked before. So first we'll start with RO water. So after 60 seconds, you can see that it is giving a reading of 2.5. This is the perfect pH of Coke. You can even go ahead and check online on Google. So last, we'll check pH of your regular tap water. So the pH meter has stabilized and it is giving a reading of 7.4. So as you have seen for all three liquids, after calibrating, it was showing the correct pH for all three liquids. So it is very important to calibrate your pH meter regularly. If you're doing at home, then you need to calibrate maybe once a week.